Hello students, welcome to daily practice session. Myself Devi Prasad Padmar and I am here today with one more problem from electrostatics, and today's concept is Coulomb's law. Okay, so let's solve one problem related to this Coulomb's law, and the question which I have selected today is asked in NEET 2013. Okay, so previous year question, it is asked in NEET 2013. So very simple problem. Okay, so let's solve this. Given that a charge q, small q, is placed at the center of line joining two equal charges, capital Q, the system of three charges will be in equilibrium if q is equal to. Try to visualize this problem first. So initially there are two charges, capital Q, okay, they are separated by certain distance, and now you are placing one more charge at the midpoint of line joining these two charges. Let's solve this problem using some diagram. So given that there are two charges separated by certain distance, okay, so let's consider one charge here, okay, so which is that plus Q, and one more similar charge is kept at another end, and at midpoint it comes somewhere here, right? Here one more charge is kept. So what is the magnitude of that charge? That is small q. Okay, so capital Q and capital Q are kept at certain distance, okay, and in between them, actually at midpoint, so if you consider this as some point A, let's name this, okay, this is A, this is B, okay, now C is the midpoint of line AB, C is midpoint of line AB. Now what happens? All are positive charges, so when there are like charges, what will happen? They apply force on another, or even if there are unlike charges also, there will be electrostatic force. One charge applies force on another charge. Now if they has to be in equilibrium, now as per the question, now this system has to be in equilibrium, then what should be the magnitude of charge small q, or what is the value, not magnitude, what is the value? Okay, actually the minus sign is there in some of the options, therefore you need to consider the value, or you have to find out the value of small q, so that all these three charges are in equilibrium. Equilibrium means they are not moving. Okay, net of, when we, you have studied in first year, so condition for equilibrium of forces, net external force must be equal to 0, then only a body will be in equilibrium. That means if a charge has to be in equilibrium, net force on that charge must be equal to 0, right? Therefore if this system has to be in equilibrium, net force on all the charges must be equal to 0. Or let us consider one charge. Okay, here I am considering one particular charge. Let's consider the first charge. Okay, let's consider this charge. Now what are the forces acting on this particular charge? What are the forces acting on this? Now if you consider this charge at A, now small q will apply some force on this, no, because this is positive charge, this is positive charge, this is also positive charge, so positive repel, that means small q will apply some force on this capital Q. Similarly capital Q also applies some force on Q. Anyhow, I am particularly considering charge at A, so net force on charge at A I am considering now. So now first force on charge at A is nothing but force due to this plus Q. Now let's consider the distance of separation. Let this distance of separation, let this be x. Now what about this? Now what about this distance of separation? That is also x. Why? Because point C is the midpoint of these two charges, right? Sorry, this separation, right? charge plus q, small q, is kept at midpoint of line joining these two charges. Therefore, both the distance from A to C and from B to C must be equal. So let's consider that as x. Okay, now as I said, charge plus q, small q, applies force, some force on capital Q, right? Now what is the magnitude of that force? Using Coulomb's law we can write, let this force be F1. Okay, now we can write an expression for F1. So F1, that's equal to what? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, or we can consider that as k. Q1 Q2, one charge is plus q and another charge is plus small q. So Q1 Q2 means capital Q small q, Q1 Q2 divided by r square. R square means distance of separation. So what is distance of separation here? That is x. So x square. So that is one force acting on charge at A, that is due to this particular charge. Now one more force is acting on this, which is that is force due to capital Q, force due to this capital Q at B. Due to this capital Q also there is some force on this charge at A, right? Let us name that force as F2, because both are positive charges, similar charges, magnitude is also same. Anyhow, there is some force F2. Then what about the distance of separation between that two charges, between A and B? One is x here, x plus x. So what is the total distance? That will be 2x. Now using Coulomb's law expression, we can write expression for F2 also, right? So now what is the value of F2? F2 equal to k into Q1 Q2. Now you need to consider this charge and this charge. So both are Q. So Q into Q, what do you get? That is Q square divided by distance of separation. So what about this distance of separation from here to A to B? X plus x, that is 2x, that one whole square, right? Now if you simplify this, okay, we can write this as k q square divided by 4x square, right? Now net force on charge at A is nothing but F1 plus F2, right? So F net, that is nothing but F1 plus F2, right? Now if this system has to be in equilibrium, as I said, net force on any charge must be equal to 0. That means this F net, right, this F net value must be equal to 0. Therefore we can write 0, that is equal to F1 plus F2, or F1 plus F2, that is equal to 0, right? So we can write F1 plus F2, that is equal to 0. Now just substitute the values of F1 and F2. So what is F1, or we what is the value of F1? That is k, we can write this as k F1 q into q divided by x square plus second one F2 k q square divided by 4x square. This sum must be equal to 0, right? Yes, just simplify this. You can take this term, this complete term to this side. So what do you get on simplification? K q divided by x square. So if you take this complete term to that side, that becomes minus k q square can be written as q into q divided by 4x square. Now just to simplify this, x square can be cancelled, k can be cancelled, 1q can be cancelled, right? Now we got our answer now. So what are the remaining terms? So here 1q remains, right? That must be equal to minus sign is there. Now here remaining term is nothing but capital Q divided by 4. So this itself is our answer. So what they have asked, to get this system has to be in equilibrium, what must be the value of small q? So now we got that answer. So value of small q is nothing but minus q. So minus q by 4. So if you look at the answers, where is it? Yeah, option 2, right? Minus q by 4 is the correct answer, right? So please remember, if you want to consider the system has to be in equilibrium, net force on any charge must be equal to 0. Okay, so you have to consider all the forces acting at a particular or on particular charge. So if you add all the forces, you must get it as 0. Net force must be equal to 0. Any charge we can consider. I have considered charge at A, or you can consider charge at B, or you can consider charge at C also. Net force on A, B or C, any charge you can consider. Okay, anyhow you will get, finally you will get same answer. I hope it is clear. So if you like this video, please subscribe this channel so that you can get notification related to upcoming videos. Okay, so thank you.